I'm Maddie Itiz, and you're on Native Ground.
Native ground?
Yeah.
What? We're getting in deep
What?
now. All right,
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Is this a Native American themed news show?
I thought I was asking you the questions,
I
but
wanna-
okay.
yeah, I want to be able
okay.
to give the best interview that you could possibly get.
You know, we like to bring just any kind of news to the Native community.
Okay.
Especially
They're not
films.
gonna hate me though,
No.
because I feel like because we have a storied past. Native American, I feel like everything would be like the white men
But hey.
came to Sundance with their movies and they destroyed it yet again. So. Are we gonna
we're
forgive
here
and
right
forget?
Now. Oh yeah, hey,
We're
right
shaking
now,
on it.
right now,
Thank
we're
you so much.
shaking on it.
All right, we did.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so if you could, for our audience, just state your name and the role you played in the movie Ass Backwards.
Okay. My name is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I am very happy there. I'm Paul Scheer, and I'm in the movie Ass Backwards. I play a strip club manager. I went deep for this role. Daniel Day-Lewis deep. I lived in strip clubs. I worked in strip clubs. I met strippers, married strippers, divorced strippers. I got into it. You're going to see all that on screen. I mean, is it the best performance of Sundance? I don't mean to brag, but maybe.
Well, it sounds like you really did your research then.
I did. I committed to it 100%. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You've been doing this for how many days now? Since Thursday?
I have only been here since Sunday, actually.
Sunday?
Yeah,
So Monday?
I'm a fresh start right here.
Who's the worst person that you have interviewed so far? I'll guess, and you tell me. Emil Hirsch. Isaiah Washington. Isaiah Washington and Emil Hirsch both got laughs. Ah, now I know. Yeah. Who is the worst that you say? Off record.
I have no complaints about anyone. I think everybody here is a
Is this the
wonderful
best? Is
human
this the
being.
best one?
This might be. I'm gonna say
We're going up. We're in the top 3, right? All right. So, what else do you have for me? What else? Do we have any more questions? What have I learned at being at Sundance? Great question. I learned that fur coats are back. Turquoise has not gone out of style. I have found that Sundance, well, not Sundance, but Park City has more carved bears than anywhere in the United States. Do you have a carved bear in your house?
I don't, but you know what? I'm thinking about getting one because they seem to be in style.
I feel like it would be pretty sweet to have a nice carved bear in your house.
Definitely. Yeah.
These are the people that are really, this is their movie right there. And that's my wife, actually. Are you being coached in this interview at all? You are not being coached.
No, she's
All
just
right.
feeding me questions. It's all
right,
good.
all right, interesting.
So what was
She's
you?
gonna bring me down. You're gonna ask me if I've been doping? Yes, I doped while I was on this movie. I am sorry about it, but the statute of limitations is over. Look, the reason why I'm so fast in this movie, because I was taking out my blood and I was putting in other blood. You got me. You're the Oprah of this network. I'm there.
Okay.
right.
So as far as your role
Yes.
in
It's a
the
very small role.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
kind of an interesting role.
It's a pivotal role.
Indeed. I mean,
I applaud your enthusiasm to it. All right, go ahead.
I mean, working in the stripper world. I mean, what?
All I'm gonna say is, if you ever have a chance to go in a strip club, you don't want to. You don't want to sit down anywhere, because who knows? Who knows what kind of things are out there? Bodily fluids have been somewhere, and I'm not saying what. Could be saliva, could be other things, right?
Yeah.
Secondly, graffiti on the walls is. We're talking. We are getting to the bottom of some serious stuff. The graffiti on the back of strip club walls are probably the best graffiti that you'll possibly read. And we had some extras in this movie who were playing strippers. Now, they're just actors. And they took their role so seriously. At one point, one person was like grinding up on this guy, and she wasn't even on camera. And I was like, does she know she's not on camera? She's like really getting into it. I felt guilty about that. I didn't grind on anybody at all. So I would say my lesson to anyone, if you are playing a stripper, find out if you're on camera or not, because you don't need to waste all that energy. That would be what I would recommend.
Okay. Definitely.
I don't want to hold up because you have amazing people here. You got the stars, the director of the movie. I'm nothing. I'm like a fart in this movie. I'm in and out. So
You said it yourself. You're a pivotal role.
I'm a pivotal role. I'm a very poor man's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. All right. Well, there, interview them. They're great.
Well, thank you very much. Hi. I'm good. How are you? Are you enjoying yourself so far?
It's amazing, unbelievable.
That's
Best
awesome.
Time of life, time of life. My name is Diane Raphael, and I play the character Kate in Ackwards, and I also co-wrote the movie as well.
So, in writing the movie, where did you pull your inspiration from? What inspired the story?
A lot of the story came from my relationship with Casey Wilson, who's also co-wrote the movie with me, and much of it is based on our own friendship and this time in our lives when we were in our early 20s, living in New York, and just kind of not ready to be married, but not really kids anymore, and really holding on to each other in a very codependent, kind of destructive way. We shared a waterbed together. I mean, it was just like strange things were happening. The creditors were calling nonstop. So it's really about our friendship and this road trip we took to South Carolina one time. So,
If I may ask, why beauty pageants?
you know, I've seen an episode or two of Toddlers and Tiaras. I'm not going to lie. I'll research, of course. But we love this idea of the pageant world kind of defining women and beauty and winning or losing and what are you really winning at the end of the day. So it was always sort of fascinating to us, this idea of being crowned as feminine, and whatever that means. So we had really wanted to do a road movie, and we had a couple different versions of the draft of the script where we were going to a wedding, we were going to a reunion, and then ultimately we realized oh no, we should absolutely have been former pageant contestants. That's who lost and were in losing place and then found each other and always told the other that they were winners and would never accept that they'd ever lost. So it's really about what happens when they get in the car together, and then kind of there are a lot of chinks in the armor. So, yeah.
And thinking about beauty pageants and what they mean for women, what do you think, looking at the beauty pageants like the Miss America that just was going on, what do you think they ultimately mean to the world and to you?
I mean, I think that there are certain things about beauty pageants that are kind of could be seen as feminist, and if you look at sort of the camaraderie and how all the women are kind of together in the scenario. However, they're sort of being deemed beautiful just by the way that they look. I mean, that is essentially what it is. There's talent stuff and there's questions and answers, but ultimately I think we all know that's what is going on there. So it was always just this sort of fascinating thing that our culture does to women and to young girls, and we've just always wanted to explore it. And it's not great.
Yeah.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah. And how has your relationship with Casey changed from when you guys wrote the script and had this idea to now after making the movie and seeing the final product?
I mean, I feel like we've grown closer through this process, and it's been a difficult process, and it's very much been an independent film in terms of the financing of it and everything we've gone through to get this thing off its feet. I mean, this is a project we've been with for almost 8 years, since inception, so it's been a long time. And I think with some of the struggles we've had with the production and financing, we could have just turned on each other, and instead we've become completely closer for that. And I think it's an amazing partnership, because what her strengths are my weaknesses, and I think what my strengths are hers. So it's really a very special collaboration. Yeah, and we're best friends. I mean, we make each other laugh too. It's at the end of the day. So what could be better?
Yeah. And the title is Ass Backwards.
That's right.
Why that title?
Because the characters are so delusional and they're so off. We kind of think of the movie as very female, Dumb and Dumber. And so I don't know why it just sort of came to us. I think someone said, everything they do is just, they're so coming from the right place and they love each other so much, but they're totally ass backwards. And I think once that was said, it was the title. Yeah. But that was the only reason. It was said one time when we were brainstorming about the story and trying to map it out, and that was it. Great.
Thank you so much.
It's lovely to talk to you.
I'm Casey, and I play Chloe in Ackwards.
And I understand you also co-wrote it. From your experience writing with one of your friends, how was that? What was the long journey that you guys took together?
It's unbelievable. I co-wrote the movie with Diane, Raphael, and we met at NYU almost 12 years ago. And we were in an acting class together at Stella Adler, and we started becoming roommates, and we've lived together and been best friends for 12 years, and we wrote the movie Bride Wars together, and then we wrote Ass Backwards, and it's the first movie we've ever written that we star in, and it's been a complete, even though it's a hard comedy, a labor of love, and we worked on it for over 5 years, and tonight is the premiere of it, so we are beyond excited. I mean, we were dancing crazy at the party before because we're just so excited.
Yeah, definitely. And having a movie at Sundance, is this your first movie that you have had here then?
Yes, the first time I've ever been at Sundance, so we're so excited and we're so grateful to be here and blown away, and we're just so happy to be here.
When writing the movie, did you ever, kind of see yourself in the shoes of, your characters? Did you imagine yourself as them? And I heard that it was kind of a story of your guys' friendship together, but did you expect that you would actually be starring in it?
Well, we always wanted to star in it because, we've written movies for other people, and so this was kind of our shot at, starring in a movie, and we're obviously not, Julia Roberts and Meg Ryan, but I think we're something. But we wrote the characters are inspired on our true life friendship. It's kind of it's a romantic comedy about two best friends, and so there's no man really. It's just about our epic friendship, and it's about girls who are kind of codependent and unhealthy in a good way, where your best friend is everything. So we did always envision ourselves. I mean, I guess if bigger actresses had wanted to play us, we maybe would have allowed it. No, we always wanted to play the parts that we wrote for ourselves, and it's based on our own friendship.
And about the locations that you guys filmed at, why those locations? What made you choose those?
June and I roomed together in New York for about 4 years, and so we wanted to shoot it in Manhattan, and then it's a road trip movie, so we shot it in Manhattan and in Albany, and it just made sense for the movie as a road trip.
When you guys were writing this movie as a road trip, did you guys draw any inspiration from movies that were made before, like Thelma and Louise from the early 90s?
We did. I mean, obviously Thelma and Louise is amazing. Our movie is an R-rated hard comedy, so we do not drive off a cliff, although you never know. We drew inspiration, honestly, from Dumb and Dumber. It's kind of a female Dumb and Dumber, Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, kind of ab-fab. They're crazy characters, and so we drew inspiration from that.
And are there any future projects that are in the works for you right now?
Yeah, we wrote a pilot for ABC this year, and June's in multiple TV projects, and I'm on Happy Endings on ABC. And but we're always trying to work together and continue to collaborate. So we'll see how tonight goes. I'm Casey Wilson, and I am in Ass Backwards, and I'm on native ground.
You want like a right up the camera.
Please, no more pictures. Between the ladies. Oh, very nice. Oh. Perfect. Everyone right here, please.
You're in the room. Oh, I know.
So what was this character? Wait, you're in this movie? No, what do you like? I'm leaving.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they have